family. If you're in or near Columbia, South Carolina, you've got to visit the House of Hathor, located at 6319 North Main Street. Open Tuesday through Saturday, it's your one-stop shop for African clothing, African masks, natural soaps, incense, candles, jewelry, and more. Plus, they've got a beautiful event space. Owned and operated by Baba Rutaski and Mama Neterma Canute. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the culture. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the movement. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the people.
Greetings, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to the House of Hathor's Libation Ceremony, where we come to you to bring forth the message from the ancestors that continues to vibrate within us, that it continues to nurture us, that it continues to protect us, that it continues to guide us as we continue to become enlightened, that our knowledge and wisdom that comes through information and instruction and life and nature brings clarity and understanding. We come to you this day that the ancestors continues to bring forth that which is innate within us. Everything that we have, everything that is needed and required, it is already within us. And as we continue to honor it, to acknowledge, and to venerate our ancestors, it is revealed to us our truth and the justification of that truth. So let us invite the ancestors into our lives this day. Let us continue to bring the ancestors involved into every decision that we make, through our thoughts, through our words, and through our actions. We call upon our ancestors far and near, fathers and mothers of our fathers, mothers and fathers of our mothers, to bear witness to all that we have done. And it is by your example that you continue to inspire us towards reclaiming our ancestral minds, regenerating our ancestral spirit, liberating our families, our homes, and our communities, and restoring our greatness as a people. We pour libation to bring into our midst your venerable ancestral spirit, radiating your great wisdom, your courage, dedication, and your unyielding commitment to victory by any means necessary. It is in the honor of our Creator, the great ancestor of all ancestors, our mothers and fathers, our sisters and our brothers, our children and their children, our grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, our aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, and elders of the community, that we pour this libation in your honor, in the honor of the Creator, the great ancestor of all ancestors, and the various manifestations of the creative spirit. We pour libation. Ashe. For our esteemed ancestors, who laid the foundation for human civilization, and who provides the wisdom to which we live, and the models by which our lives are guided, we pour libation. Ashe. And for our esteemed ancestors, who suffered the atrocities and the horrors of our Ma'afa, but yet demonstrated the victorious power of the ancestral spirit by maintaining their dignity no matter the cost, we pour libation. Ashe. And for our esteemed ancestors, who survived and made it possible for us to be here today, that we continue the fight of our ancestral liberation and our vindication, we pour libation. Ashe. And finally, for our children and their children and future generations of our ancestors to come, that they too in their time will vindicate our race from all adversaries, and that they will continue to imprint upon the world the great genius of our ancestral humanity, we pour libation. Ashe. May your venerable spirit engulf this occasion to reaffirm our ancestral canity. It is done. The great ancestor of all ancestors is satisfied. Ashe. 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 Dua Nater. So, my brothers and sisters, this day that we come to you, that the ancestors are bringing a few things to us this day, that they're bringing the spirit of character, the spirit of discernment, the spirit of opportunity and choice. You see, my brothers and sisters, as we talk about character this day, when we speak of character, we're talking about adjectives, things that describe you as a spiritual being having human experiences. Character is an adjective. It describes you. It describes your spirit that you have, the spirits that you have within you. And every spirituality, every religion has spirits of character that describes each and every one of you, depending on or interdependent on what you choose to be. This is what the ancestors have brought today. That your character, those characters that you have within you, think about what the spirit of character is speaking of. That which you reveal the most about yourself is based on the spirits that you have allowed to enter within your temple, your altar, and your vessel. So it can be characters of cartoons. It can be characters of movies. It can be characters of the Bible. It can be characters of the Quran. It can be characters of the spirits, of spirituality that you choose to enter within your temple, your altar, and your vessel. And you have to choose what characters that you are allowing to take possession of your temple. You see, the Creator, the great ancestor of all ancestors, it is the energy source that we have within us. It is the breath of life that we have within us, that it continues to move and vibrate to the spirits that we have within us. And as we continue to discern what spirits that we're going to allow to have within us, that it dictates, that it instructs, it informs every thought, every word, every action that you commit yourself to. And you already have an intention that's been placed on your life, but if you allow different spirits to come within your temple based on what you have invited within you, from what you read, from what you see, from what you hear, from what you experience, then those are the things that are governing your thoughts, your words, and your actions. And every day you have an opportunity and a choice to make. That is the power of discernment. The ability to respond to what has been given to you. That's responsibility. The ability to respond to what is being given to you or to what you are allowing to go within you. And if you have invited these different characters into your life and not knowing the foundation of those characters, then those are the characters that are starting to control your life. Those are the characters that are telling you what to do because you have allowed them to enter into your vessel, your altar, and your temple, and those are the ones leading your life. So if you love somebody that that's an entertainer, or whether it's a sports person or a music person, or if it's an author of a book, or if it's an actor or an actress, if you have fallen in love to that particular type of character, then that is the type of character that you're going to display, not knowing the truth behind those characters. You have to know the truth behind anything that you are allowing to enter into your vessel, your altar, and your temple, because those characters will play out in all of your thoughts, your words, and your actions. And it will go against, or it may go for, what your intentions have been placed within you. Because see, the anointment and the ordainship and your intentions, your purpose for living, requires you to be a certain way. Not to act a certain way, but to be a certain way. Because if you're acting, that means you're not being. That means that you're not progressing in truth. So we have to make sure that we discern our choices and our opportunities to live the life and to be the life that we have been designed to be as temples, as altars and vessels, as extensions, as institutions, industries, and environments of our ancestors and of the spirits that are already within us. But when you start to make other choices outside of what have already been placed in you, then you become confused. You become bewildered. You become lethargic. You become sleepy all the time because you are out of balance. You are not in harmony with spirit that dwells within you. That spirit doesn't know which way that you're trying to go because you have allowed other characters to come into your institution and your industry and your environment. And that institution, industry, environment is only there for you to do the work that you have already been required to do. But the more you watch TV and you see all these different characters that you see on TV, or that you're on the internet, or that you're on Facebook and Instagram, and everybody is showing you so many different things that is not relative to your spirit. It's not related, interrelated to your spirit. It's not interconnected with your spirit. It is not interdependent of your spirit. And it does not interact with your spirit. So therefore, you're trying to find yourself again. You're trying to bring forth some truth about yourself, but because you have allowed so many different spirits to enter into you that you don't know which way to go. And that means that others are allowed now to control you based on what you have revealed about yourself, your character. And so now others are saying all these different things about your character, and you don't even realize that your character has been infused with other things outside of yourself. You have become distracted, and you became attracted to someone else's spirit. You have become attracted to all of the outside agitations, all the outside confusions and chaos and fractions of yourself. You have dismembered yourself. Instead of remembering yourself, you have become dismembered. So we have to make sure that we are doing what is just, what is right for us. And then you must adjust. Adjust yourself to your truth. That is what adjustment is. Adjusting to your standards. That means you have to go back to what you were supposed to be, and you have to make adjustments. Adjustment is only a form of justice. What is just for you? And you must adjust to your true self. If you have allowed so many different things, then you must go through a cleansing of yourself to relieve yourself of all of those different distractions that you have allowed to enter into your temple, your vessel, your altar. And so when you go to your altar after you have made your adjustments, that means that you have gotten back to your standards. Now the ancestors, the spiritual angels that you have within you, can put you back on course to your intentions, to your purpose of living. So that now you can use your environment. You can use the institution that's within you. You can use the industry that does the work for you so that you can become complete again. Again, your character, you should not allow all other characters that are on the outside to infest you within you and take you away from your true self. And if it has already happened, then make adjustments. You have to adjust to what is already being given to you at birth and get back to your norm, get back to your true self so that you can be justified in your actions or your interactions. You can be justified in your interdependence. You can be justified in your interconnections. You can be justified in your interrelationships. Be true to yourself and not allow others to direct your thoughts, your words, and your actions. Be influenced through the spirit of discernment. Be influenced by the spirit of the ancestors that you have within you that's going to bring you forward to being your true self. Because you are going to be held accountable for allowing things to happen to you, within you, instead of allowing spirit to influence you and enlighten you. So we say peace and power to you all this day, my brothers and sisters. Let us continue to live, love, and learn our processes. Let your character be determined by the spirit that dwells within you that has already been with you, and not be not be directed or not be attracted or distracted by the characters of the outside world. Peace and power to you all, and ashe to our ancestors.